Hi guys, Ellie here. It's the 3rd of October today. I just wanted to record a quick video because it looks like Mauricio Pochettino has released his roster for the very first US men's national team's football soccer friendly against Panama. I think it's on the 8th, so it's coming up pretty quickly, right after the last load of European games. So Tottenham actually play today against Ferencvaros. So after that, I guess all the international players will be flying out for wherever their teams are. So interestingly, there was a roster that was released. This is the image that was released by CBS Golazzo. I quite like this image, so I will link to the description for their content in my description here. So some of the other things that I saw, he had a Zoom press conference where people just dialed in and asked a bunch of questions. And interestingly, he was saying things like most of the roster is unchanged from the previous set. And I believe that this is because really he hasn't had a lot of time to know who any new players are. Like if he was going to pick up new players or anyone who's a dual national or bring somebody in from the fringes, I don't think he's had time to do that. He also explained that he didn't come to the last game because he was waiting for his visa to be approved, but he was doing work in the background. So I fully believe that, his whole team of statisticians, and they've got like this other people who are doing research and providing all the data and everything, have been doing that, before he was announced the other week, before there was like a big announcement. So he hasn't been sat there not doing research or not reading up or looking at videos of players and things like that. So he has been doing that. I actually found in my cabinet some old coffee mugs that I made years ago, and I had forgotten all about them. I have not obviously drunk from them in a long time, but this is one that I made from, I think, when he was first appointed at Tottenham, and this was some of the images that they released. So I just made a screen grab of those, and then I uploaded them to like my Walgreens account, and you can have all kinds of memorabilia made. So that's fun. One of the other things that I noticed was somehow he suddenly started wearing glasses, and that was a bit surprising to me. So I noticed that, he's still coloring his hair. I know this doesn't really make a big deal to a lot of people, but I noticed it because he's got like a bit of these tiny grays on the side, and sometimes if you see him in a press conference, they disappear. Sometimes they appear and then they disappear, so that's him colouring his hair. I did notice when he was at Tottenham, it went from a dark shade to one time a really light sort of chestnut shade. It was almost imperceptible, but I noticed it. So I thought that was funny. I'm just kind of interested. Like now he's actually admitting that he's wearing glasses because he needs to, do something about his eyesight. Is he going to do something about his hair? Not a big deal to most people, but just something I noticed. Anyway, and then one of the other questions was, why are you bringing four goalkeepers where four goalkeepers are announced where two of them aren't benched at the moment? They aren't even playing. And so again, I think that's because he just hasn't had time to find anyone who's better. And so I in my previous video when he was announced, and I was very concerned, like all these players would naturally assume because they've already been on the team that they will continue to be on the team. And, I just think that that's not the case. I think it's time for people to start fighting for their places. And some people know that they're going to go. They know that they're going to go. I just don't see how people like Tim Ream and all that can continue, especially if they were playing in the Premier League or the Championship in England, and then suddenly you got to step down to MLS. Don't, no disrespect to MLS. You know that anyone, when everyone says no disrespect, the next thing they're going to say is something to disrespect, but no diss. I don't think it's of the same quality at all. And so I don't see how he can continue. I'm not a US men's team fan. I just got to make that clear. I am very just concerned for Pochettino, because he was a former Tottenham manager, and still have a soft spot for him. And I don't want him to, not do well or not succeed. So that's really the concern that I have about these next games, and that he doesn't have a lot of time to get his way or his philosophy. As he said many times, the players are not machines. So really, what could he accomplish or do? He can't really do. I don't think he can do any worse than the couple of previous people who've been abysmal. So if anything, he should be able to inject some impetus into anyone who is think that they're going to have an easy time, or think they're going to be able to coast into the team. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think so. So let's see what happens. And as far as Tottenham goes, I think we should probably win that one. But there's a lot of interest in Tottenham, apparently, I've heard, because obviously Ange Postecoglou worked under Ferenc Puskás back in the day. And so I'm very interested to see how that goes down, obviously. But Mauricio Pochettino, good luck to you. And, I'm still not really sure that style of eyeglasses is for you. But anyway, wishing him all the best. And yeah, let's see what happens. See you later.